Hey, Guy Cochran here today, and we're taking a look at a few different items. One of them is a new touchscreen that we just picked up for our studio, and why we got a touchscreen was they're freaking cool. This is what an 86-inch version that is 4K would cost nowadays. We were able to pick up this used one, which is just HD, but what we want to use it for is for training people. So one of the first things that we might look at is just how we can toss things around. So a game that you all may have played before, Solitaire. Let's see where we're at for this game. Hey, the 9 to the 10. 5 and a queen. Where do we go? Where do we go? I think we need to draw 6. No. No 6? No 6. Anybody in the comments, feel free to yell and say, hey, you should put this one over there. It's kind of fun, though, playing on a big screen like this. There we go. The 9, the 7, the 4. Now I can go over here to the 3. The 2 could probably go there. 4, 3, 4, 8, 3. 3 to the 2. Oh, wait. That 3, yeah. And then 7. Jeez, we might actually win this one. 5. I might get 2 into this. All right, we're gonna move along. I want to show you guys also how we could jump into something like Sketchbook again for being able to train people. What we've done here is we've got the ability for me to go inside of the screen. So this is really neat to be able to draw shapes like right now we're using the, actually that's a pretty crude shape. Let me see, this is the actual shape tool. Let me undo that, that was ugly. So we can draw something like some boxes here. And then maybe we'll label this one ATEM. So we're using an ATEM 4K switcher. And then we are going into the Wowza. And actually, the cameras that we're using, let's just say that's a camera, are 4K cameras. So basically now I can use the pencil and say, you know, the studio camera, say cam, is going into the ATEM, going to the Wowza, and then again, this is in 4K. So you guys should be able to, if you're not already, click the little button and go from HD all the way over to 4K, and you'll be able to see what this resolution looks like. I'm blown away by like the detail in my shirt, some of the little tiny details. You guys might even be able to read stuff like this. It says pencil and hardness. In fact, let's go out of that one and let's jump into PowerPoint. So this is another neat use of this where I can start the PowerPoint show and with a trusty flick of a remote control, we could jump through these. It's nice because I can be inside or you can get rid of me and you can read little things like the details here while I'm not in there, then bring me back up. And actually, let's go to 3. Let's go to you, Thomas. Let's see what you look like. So that ClearCaster is something that is wave to the folks at home. There's Thomas operating the ATEM 4K. Now you can see it in real life. That's what the 4K looks like. You can also see that we're feeding the Ninja over there into the switcher, and that's our Vimeo backdrop, which I'll show you that in just a moment, where we got that from. We got that from Adobe stock, actually. You want to jump over to my laptop? So it's actually Vimeo stock. These are clips. They just started doing this. You can go in and you can buy clips from like $63 to $159. Some of them are 4K. Some of them are just HD. But you can just mouse over and see these cool backdrops. So I can't wait to play with some more of these. But sometimes it's easier to just buy than, oh, there's the one that I bought. So I paid $63, or no, I bought the 4K version, or no, I just bought I cheaped out. I bought the HD version and upscaled it. So that's one cool thing about the ATEM Television Studio Pro 4K is that it will upscale. And you can see those prices there. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to toss the show over to our other studio. So we just kicked in a Roland into another room, and what we're going to do over there is we're going to have Joel show us the Roland with some video games. So here we go over to Joel.
All right, so as you can see here, this is a whole nother room and studio that we have going on. And I'm going to show you guys what I've got. I'm just going to take over. All right, so we got some Mario Kart happening here, and now I'm down here in the box. So this is a really cool streaming switcher that you'll be able to do for like gaming or in like conference room settings. And I'll show you what I've got. So here we have the switcher, and then you're going to get 3 HDMI inputs. And then from here on the third input, you're going to have a through output. So if I cut back over, all right, so from here now we have the gameplay happening, so you're going to have 0 latency while you're playing a game, or if you had video output and you needed to have it real time. So on that third output, you'll get that through for 0 latency. So then over here with the switcher, we have some pretty cool features where we can do like a voice changer. So
now I'm gonna have a lower voice with this, and
let's see, I currently have another one that's a high pitch. That one was going through on microphone 2. I had Jeremy, my colleague, happening over here with us, but he's went on lunch break, so he's not here. Other cool effects you can do is you can load up a applause kind of sound, or there's also a melody for like an intro to a show. You can also preload your own music into this as well. I also have a iPad, so over here this is going to be running, having like music, or if you want to have additional sound effects. So that's coming in through the line input, and then you can have your own music player happening here for your show. Other things that we have here, so this is going to be your scene selection, and these are all customizable of how you want to have it laid out. So here I have the game in the background, and then me in the box below. We can also do a reverse of this, of having not reverse, but having camera 2. Then we have still the game in the background, so if you had 2 presenters or anchors, you could do a full show multi-camera setup like that. Another setup is, if I can get centered here, so then you can have a larger screen of the person, just a different effect of having the game in the background. Looks like Mario's like reloading here. And then we also have, I had Jeremy here earlier, but we could have 2 people on camera while using the same camera at the same time. So you just split screens and you can adjust where you want the picture to be. And you can have 2 people up at the same time. And then here's for if you had your second person, we'd be over here. And then we can have the video game or the PowerPoint presentation playing over at the same time there. So the other thing that's really cool with this switcher is that it has a auto feature. So you can actually have this where it'll detect audio first, and then it'll switch over to that camera source. Not that many switchers have that capability quite yet. This is still a new piece of technology, and normally audio follows video. So in this case, audio is going to follow video. So camera 2, someone starts talking on, and the audio is picked up on camera 2, it'll switch over to that source. So that's kind of it with this switcher in a nutshell. The other thing that's really nice is that it has that USB port out. So that's how I was able to feed it out to this computer. And then I have a 4th camera that's coming into this PC here. And then that's how I'm able to get that wide shot while the 3 sources are on here, because this switcher only has 3 inputs. So Yeah, that's pretty much it for what's going on here in this setup. I'm going to toss it back to you, Guy.
Alrighty, thanks, Joel. So for those of you that were able to tune into this session, thanks for watching, and wanted to see what you guys thought of the clarity of this show. Is it unbelievable how clear everything is compared to other YouTube live streams that you've seen? So give us a like, throw a comment down below, and make sure to hit subscribe, ring that little bell so that you get a notification when we go live next. Love to see you guys on the next show, and we will catch you next time.